Hello. Wanted to say thanks to the congressman of the House Ways and Means Committee in Michigan, Congressman Cushenberry especially, for taking the time to look over this situation regarding the current status of the transition of Michigan to becoming a medical marijuana state. Right now, what I illustrated for you was an instance of the state causing innocent people to be in jail inadvertently, or in the process of procedures of going through court trials and stuff like that, when they really shouldn't be, because they're not supposed to be subject to even to arrest. Yet somehow they're winding up in the court system, and how it was a normal policy or procedure for this to be taking place. This is just one example of damages that are occurring to the citizens of our state because of lack of familiarity with the law. I recently watched a trial where Matt Abel was the defense counsel over in Cass County. Every police officer that he talked to, that he questioned on the trial, he asked them if they had read the law, and not one officer had read the law. Not one. Apparently, the judge and the prosecutor, neither of them had read the law before it was brought directly up in front of them, where they had to take the time to look at it. This is distressing because, and this I believe that to be the common situation through the state, that none of these people who are responsible for enforcing the law have even looked at it to see what's there. Everybody's relying on everybody else's opinion. Very, very few people actually taking a serious look at it, which is remarkable, since this is such a landslide direct order from the voting public to these people. This is the way that you will conduct your affairs, and every single one of them has chosen to ignore it until they are forced into the position of actually paying attention to what the voters have to say. One of the things that is going on is there is some protocols, normal activities that are in place right now, which require police officers to be as destructive as possible when going through a growing area. And we're in a place and time now, where it's accepted that some of these people who are being arrested for these growing operations at some point in time are going to be found innocent. There have been, I believe, some cases of that already, and have been released, yet they have suffered the damages that these police officers did. You know, the destructive smashing lights, breaking things up, destroying, ripping up plants, destroying, and it just goes on, and it's a procedure, a policy. And 2 years ago, that was fair game, because only because it was obvious that these people were breaking the law. If you've got a marijuana plant there, destroy everything around the marijuana plant. It makes perfect sense. But there are times now when that is a legal activity. And what takes place with these people is not a legal recourse for the officers to be taking. And to state that it is a policy, that this is the way that we will treat people with these plants and with these materials, and let the courts decide whether or not it was an appropriate thing to do to them, is wrong. It's reprehensible. That means that the state intends to produce victims by this procedure, and they will be victims of felonious amounts of vandalism, armed robbery, assault with a deadly weapon, and God only knows we're going to have, we can only pray that there won't be anybody that's actually shot that's completely innocent this way, even though this is normal procedure. We're supposed to go in with full body armor and automatic weapons to go after somebody that's taking care of a backache with a plant. That's supposed to be off limits now. And it is still policy and procedure across the state in numerous locations. Each one of these police agencies that have this policy intend to produce victims, completely innocent victims. They will be the perpetrators of serious crimes, felonious crimes. And And up to this moment, it's been viewed as acceptable, normal procedure, and it cannot be any longer. These people that are victimized by this are no longer enemies in a war. And this thing about anything goes as far as being destructive to these people is completely inappropriate. But that is taking place right now. That is standard protocol. These standard protocols need to be changed immediately because they are producing victims every day in this state. Thank you.